let's talk about the Senate. I mean, you're one of 20 women in the Senate. I think that is a record for the United States, right? But around the world, that's pretty lousy as far as representation. Why do you think the United States, which prides itself on being such a progressive country, is behind on so many things like that? Last big boy country to get health care. I think we're the last country to get rid of slavery. Not on the metric system yet. We're the last ones to label GMOs. Well, what's wrong with us?
Well, I think it's something we do need to change, because I think when more women are at the table, not only are issues that are raised different, but outcomes are different. And I can guarantee you, if we were 51% of women in Congress, we wouldn't have wasted the last 4 years debating whether women should have access to contraception.
Right. Yeah. And women truly are more cooperative. I mean, that just is in the DNA, right?
Sometimes. Any legislation I've ever passed since I've been in Congress, I've had a strong Republican woman helping me.
Right.
The women of the Senate try to spend time together to get to know each other as women first. And it results in us wanting to find common ground, working together and leaving the partisan politics at the door. So I think it makes a difference, and I'd like to see more women in government. It's
interesting. In your book, you talk about the fact that the idea that women can have it all is a little outdated with the economy we have, with the two Americas and the income inequality, right? I mean, it's not really the case where women have such a choice anymore to work or not.
Well, I really think the framing is absurd. Because first of all, the phrase having it all, what are we having? Having a party, having a second slice of pie.
Right.
It sounds like you're having something you're not entitled to. And then the all is pitting women against each other, saying that women who are at home with their kids are somehow living a less than half full life. So what I really think we should be debating is the challenges of doing it all, because most moms are working. 8 out of 10 families today, moms are working. 4 to 10 families, women are primary or sole wage earners. So we should talk about how we can help families do all the things they are doing. They are doing it all, and they need the support to do it.
What do you think feminism means today? Because I don't think people even know what the definition is anymore. I'm not sure I do.
Well, a lot of people don't like the word feminism. If you asked a young woman, are you a feminist? She might tell you, no, I don't burn bras, and I like men. So there's a disconnect between...
It's got to be a middle ground between hating men and...
Yes, right. But all feminism is, it means you strive for equality and opportunity for all. So if you ask a young woman, do you believe in opportunity and equality for all? They'll say, of course I do.
Right.
So it's just a word. And if you don't like the word, we don't have to use it. The other word that I talk about in my book is ambition. If you show a picture of a man and say this is an ambitious man, the viewer will say, oh, he's strong, he's tough, he's a good decision maker. You show a picture of a woman and you say this is an ambitious woman, they'll say, oh, she's cold, she's calculating, she's self-centered. So the word is something we don't like, but if you ask any parent, do you want your girls to dream big and try hard to achieve their dreams? Everyone says yes.
And also looks is a double standard thing. I mean, nobody cares that Mitch McConnell looks like a Muppet, right? Or judges him, but you know, like good-looking people kind of get the worst of both worlds. I know that's why I drink. No, but you know what I mean? Because especially for a woman, I mean, you talk about in your book that, you know, it's an old boys club, and I mean, I'm not telling tales out of school. You write it in the book. A lot of these old senators said gross things to you. You'd think in the Senate they would be a little better than that.
Yeah. So
there's that, and then when people are good looking, sometimes they don't take them as seriously.
Right. So
Hold me. No. I'm so glad we can commiserate on these problems we have in common.
So the issue is, I have a whole chapter on appearance, because women have to navigate a lot of issues about their appearance. And in my career in politics, we find that actually if you comment on a woman's appearance, whether it's positive or negative, it can undermine her. It undermines her credibility in front of the voter. And so I wanted to talk about this issue because it's a challenge that a lot of women have to navigate, regardless of career, regardless of stage of their career. And we have to be able to not only overcome it, but be able to push through it. And so I shared a lot of personal stories so that that young reader can say, I'm not alone, that happened to her. And that's what we have to talk about, these larger, broader issues of valuing women in the workplace, not relegating them to, you know, less than their full potential, making sure we have equal pay for equal work. These are really important issues for the economy and for our country.